Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to day 29 of 100 Lives in 100 Days. So it's a lovely Friday. How is everyone's Friday going? And ready for the weekend? I'm ready for the weekend. Wait for a few people to jump on. But thank you for being here for these last days that we've been going with the lives. It's been amazing. And in between all that, I've launched my website and Fearless Foundation 17-step blueprints to launch your online business. That's all live as well. And I've been getting heaps of amazing comments and amazing feedback on it. So it's been awesome. So if you haven't checked it out, go and check it out. Um, I'll put it actually in the comments here. Just going to put it in the comments. So if you want to check it out, go check it out. It's for the creatives that want to start their own business online but don't know where to start. It's literally from the zero, knowing nothing, don't know what to do, don't know even a topic to go with. It'll help you with all of it. I'm just going to put that up in the comments now. So go check it out. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, email me. It's all on the website, but it's Sair, SAIR at SAIRZEE.com. So email me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer all of it. But the biggest question that I've actually been getting is how do I know when I'm ready to start an online business? How do you know whether you're ready to start or not? So that's the biggest question I've been asked. So I literally sat down this morning and I wrote out this full checklist, the ultimate checklist of everything that I wish I knew before I started my business. And I just thought of everything that I possibly could want to know before I started. And um, and I thought today's live I could do that as well because it's something it keeps being a question that I keep getting asked. So I've literally I'll put it in the comments as well. Hang on, let me just share it here. Sorry. I'm just going to share it with you guys. Yeah. This is the ultimate checklist to know whether you're ready to start your own online business. So download it, it's free. And see how you go. And see if you're ready. It should be pasted in there. It's on YouTube and it is on Facebook. And I've just got to press live on Instagram. Sorry. I always forget that. So Instagram, sorry, you're on here now. So today we're going to go through the ultimate checklist of how to work out whether, sorry, we'll start again here because I'm just checking for you. Press live on. There we go. Instagram, sorry. There we go. A bit laggy. All right. So today we're going to go through how to know whether you're ready to start an online business. And I literally sat down this morning and I wrote down everything that I wanted to know. Like there's literally 11 questions to ask yourself to see whether you're ready to start an online business. So because it can be overwhelming when you're like thinking about starting an online business. You can think about doing it and you get really confident one day, and then the next day you're like, oh, I don't know whether I want to do it, and you go up and down with it. So this is a really good checklist to have. Literally in the comments now is where the you can download it, and you can download my website, or not download my website, but go onto my website and have a look at my new course as well, because it just um, goes through everything to start your online business from zero to literally your first client to your first sale. But today, what we're going to go over is seeing whether you're ready to start an online business. You need to know, and you can go up and down with your ideas, and you don't necessarily have like every day feeling great. So it's a good checklist to go over and to see whether you're ready. So a lot of the time, it doesn't need to be perfect, but a lot of the time it's just taking that first step. And I can guarantee you the first thing that you do is not going to be the last thing you do, if that makes sense. So like the first thing that you go into, it won't be, it'll evolve. It won't exactly be that. you've got to start to actually be able to see what comes into your vortex. So if you're wondering whether you're ready today or not, this checklist is going to give you clarity and actionable steps. So you can download it in the comments, or we're just going to go through them right now. So grab a pen and paper if you want to write them down now, or you can download them in the comments. Number one is, do you have a passion? Do you have a skill? Do you have something that you want to share? Number one question. So if it's a yes, and if there is something that you're really passionate about or a skill that you've mastered, that's a really solid foundation. And your business should stem from something that you genuinely care about. So whether it is coaching or whether it is creating digital products, whether it's teaching, whether it's selling physical goods, it still has to be something that you genuinely have an interest in and genuinely have a passion in, because otherwise it's not going to come through. It's just not going to like filter through. The authenticity is just not going to be there. So write down everything that you love, like anything that you're passionate about. But if the answer is no, then that's no worries too. Just take some time out just to reflect on what the hell lights you up. The other thing is to find out, what do people always ask you for advice about? So what does your family and friends ask you? What are you naturally good at? So start by writing these things down. Anything that interests you or anything that people are asking you, and even ask your friends and family, what do they think your natural strengths are? Because sometimes others can see your gift when you can't. So start writing down anything that sort of grabs your attention. Start making a list. So number two is, have you got a problem that you can solve? Have you identified a problem that you can solve? So can you see something in the world that's a problem that you know that you could solve? So if the answer to that is yes, then that's amazing. Because businesses succeed when they solve a problem. They solve a real life problem. So whether it's improving people's health, save time, make them feel inspired, like when you know you are solving a problem, it gives you a really clear direction for one, but it also is helping the world. But then if the answer is no, that you haven't identified a problem that you can solve, just really think about, what are the problems that you are passionate about that you wish you could solve. Think about what kind of audience you'd want. So say, for instance, like with hairdressing, if I was to do a hair product, well, what audience would I have? And then what struggles would they have with their hair? And how could I help them with that? And start going into research forums or Facebook groups, um, Google Trends. You could go into different things and see what people are writing into the search bar, to see what is like a common problem, a common problem that needs to be solved. So start doing some research if the answer is no, that you don't have a problem that you can solve. And then also, again, ask your family and friends, what do they think you could solve? Because again, they'll see something that you don't see. And then the third question is, do you have an audience in mind? So do you have a certain group of people that you know that you can help? So, because that's going to shape your business. So you've got to know who you're talking to. You got to know what their needs are, their desires are, their challenges are. What do they need solving? How are you going to help them? You need to know what this group of people are in really intimate detail. But then again, if your answer is no, you don't know what audience, it's no stress. Just start thinking about who would benefit from your product or your service or from you helping. Like, who would benefit from you doing all these things? So are they stay-at-home parents? Are they busy entrepreneurs? Are they creatives? Are they hobbyists? Like, get a clearer picture. And the clearer you get, the easier that it is to connect with your audience. So start to like look at creating an audience avatar as such. I don't really like that word, but like an audience like list. Just write down a list of like what would your ideal customer's age be? What would their interests be? What would be their problems? What would be their pain points? What would motivate them to find solutions? Um, what do they like and dislike? Just write down everything that you can, even a name. I name when I go through in my courses and for my own businesses is I actually talk to names. So I actually build out a full person exactly how I can imagine them so that even when I'm doing this live now, I'm talking to my ideal soul family. So it gets clearer and clearer and clearer as you go, but start writing down every detail, what job they have, how many kids they have, are they married, what suburb do they live in, everything, 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 and just start getting clear on who you want to serve. So number four, we're up to number four, is you've got to test your idea. So have you tested your idea? Have you got an idea and you have tested it? So if it's a yes, then that's awesome. Even a small test will give you an insight into what works. So it could be like a social media post. You could be your family and friends just asking for feedback. You could do like a little mini course or a survey. Um, you could do a survey on MailChimp and send it out. Just start testing your idea. Give out some of the things that you've created, whether it's products or whatever it is, or a digital product or coaching, whatever it is, music lessons, start giving a couple for free. And that will, one, test your idea, and two, it'll give you some feedback. And three, if you do a really good job, you'll get some testimonials that you can use as well. If you haven't tested your idea, then you can start testing it through like a beta group. So like offering free or a really low cost version, but I would go free just so that you can start to ask people for genuine feedback and ask them for genuine feedback. So I'm not going to get offended. I just want to know, is this something that you would pay? How much would you pay for it? What do you think of it? How does it help you? Has it helped you? Just ask for feedback. Another thing you could do is just create like a really simple poll on Instagram or Facebook, just in the stories section. If you've got an Instagram and Facebook, whether you've started that or not, um, and just create a poll with it. And then you could also offer like a free resource, like I've just done now, like that's in the comments of this checklist that we're going through today. Just offer a free thing and see what people say about it. See if they get excited about it. Do they like your content? Just start like researching. Number five is, have you taken imperfect action? Have you taken any action towards starting your business, starting your dreams? So if the answer is yes, then that's awesome, because imperfect action is better than perfect planning. So whether you've set up a little basic website, whether you've posted on social media, whether you've just told a friend about the business idea you've got, you're already on that way. Like you're already starting to like think about it and starting to take smaller steps towards it. That's great. If the answer is no, then it is time to start. So don't wait for everything to be perfectly in place, because it's never going to be perfectly in place. You can start sharing your ideas online. You can start creating your first piece of content. You could start by launching just a really simple one-page website. You could do that on MailChimp. You can do that on Canva. Just a really, really simple one page. Just start by just creating it and get on. They're all free. They're all free tools. Doesn't cost you anything. You can start and then you can upgrade to a larger, fuller website later as you get going. But definitely start with the imperfect action, because the best time to start an online business was yesterday. The second best time is today. It is the day and age where you can be online doing your business, making great money, but also serving the world. It is crazy, the world that we live in right now. So, really, that's my biggest passion, is to help more creatives be able to be paid doing something they absolutely love and helping the world with their creative endeavors. That is huge for me. That's what I want to help people with, and it starts with imperfect action, and it starts with taking that first step today. So number 6 is, do you have an online presence at all? So do you have an Instagram? Do you have Facebook? Do you have a website? Where is your online presence? If the answer is yes, then that's awesome, because a simple social media account or a one-page website, that's all you need just to start, because you're going to start attracting an audience. If the answer is no and you haven't got any, then just start really small. Just start by creating one social media profile for your business. So it could be like, think about where your audience would hang out. So if you have an older audience, you might do Facebook. If you have a younger audience, you might go Instagram. If you, I would stick to Facebook and Instagram to begin with. You could go TikTok as well, but Facebook and Instagram are really good for business, and you could just choose one or the other, or you could just do those two, and then you could schedule out from there. So you could just create one post and it goes out to both. But start small. I don't want to overwhelm you. Just start with one and just build it up from there. Sorry, I got itchy underarm. Um, and again, just use Canva. Just get on Canva. It's got um, all the things that you need to create really visually appealing content. So jump on Canva and do that. Um, Number 7 is, do you have an email list? Do you have an email list at all, like from past, things that you might have done, or are you starting from scratch? So if the answer is yes, you do have an email list, then you're already ahead of the game. So even a small list, like 10 or 20 people, that's a huge asset, because you're just starting and you've got 10 or 20 people that you can start putting out your free resources. You can start asking them, that they're your people, that are your beta group, that will help you test everything. It's great. But if you don't have an email list, that's fine. There's no worries at all, because you can start building your list today. So create like a free resource, like this checklist we're going through that's in the comments. Just start by creating one. That could be your thing that you start. Start creating a checklist, and then have it as, sorry, I've got an itchy underarm. Start by like exchanging for email addresses. So jump on MailChimp, it's totally free as well. Set up a simple landing page. And that could literally be your one page thing, that instead of a website, you just have MailChimp, just have a landing page in MailChimp, and you start collecting emails. And that's it. So offer your freebie, like a guide, a template, a worksheet, checklist, and get people excited for what you do. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect. Just start with a checklist that you're interested in. Start. And then you'll get feedback, or you'll get no feedback, and you'll be like, okay, I don't think this is the right thing. And you can keep changing, keep learning, keep growing. It doesn't have to be perfect the very first thing that you put out. Just start putting it out, because you are going to learn as you do it. As you do it, you're going to learn more and more and more and more and more. So, which leads me to the next question, is, are you willing to learn as you go? If you are not open to learning, and not open to growing, and not open to moving forward, this is not the thing for you to do. Definitely not. But if the answer is yes, then fantastic, awesome. Because being open to learning and adapting is absolutely crucial for business, and especially business online, because it's constantly changing. You're getting new updates, new algorithm, new, like, everything, new technology. You've got to be willing to learn and willing to adapt as you go. Because also too, you just got to realize that no one starts out knowing everything. No one ever knows everything. And the best entrepreneurs that I've seen are the ones that embrace growth, and they embrace it humbly as they go along, and they really just document their own journey. That's really what they're doing, is documenting their own journey, and it's like it grows from there, and it's amazing to watch. But if the answer is no, you aren't willing to learn as you grow, it's okay to be hesitant. That's okay. It's all good. But know that learning doesn't have to be overwhelming too. So you can take small steps and you can learn from the free resources and all that, but just don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every misstep along the way is just a lesson. So some things to but if you really are like, no, I'm not willing to learn and not willing to grow and not willing to evolve, then this is not for you. This is just basically like, yes, it shuts it off. Um, but we have started a Facebook group, me and Mizzy Max. Mizzy Max is a musician and I'm a business coach. And so together we've started 100 days of play. And you might have heard about it in my other lives, but we've started it to help you to commit to learning something for 100 days straight. And if you want to jump in it, I will change the caption in this video and I'll add it in because I think I forgot to put it in. But it's 100 days of play on Facebook. So jump in. There's over 400 people all doing 100 things in 100 days, which goes from musicians to business to meditation to breathing to being grateful to like breath work, not just breathing. 100 days of health, all sorts of things, and more people that are doing 100 lives in 100 days like me and Mizzy. So that's a big one for this step, is to commit to learning something and something new every day, whether it's just like 15 to 18 minutes a day, whether it's just reading, whether it's just picking up a book, whether it's writing a blog post or whether it's reading a blog post or whether it's watching a YouTube tutorial or whether it's listening to a podcast, all of those things. Like if you listen to a podcast for 15, 18 minutes a day, like pick a motivational one, 15 to 18 minutes a day for 100 days, I guarantee that you'll be like, fuck yes, I'm doing something. Really, it will change the way that you are. It'll be amazing. So jump in the 100 days of play. That'll be great to see you in there. So number 9 is, are you ready to invest some time and maybe a little money? So if the answer is yes to that, then freaking amazing, because time is your most valuable asset. And while you don't have a huge budget, um, you still need some investment in tools. And it's mainly for website hosting, email providers, and things like that. But you can start off pretty damn like on a bootstrap budget. And that's what Fearless Foundations is. My course that's in the comments is literally showing you how little you actually do need. Still need some, but you actually need not a great deal to start online, and that just makes it so much easier than a brick and mortar business. So jump on there and have a look at that as well. But you do need to invest time. It's not easy. It looks like it is easy. Like you look online, you can look at it and think, yeah, everyone's having it easy online. No, it's a lot of behind the scenes work. Um, when you're building digital products and that kind of thing, there's a lot of work that goes in. But then once it's built, that's when it's built. It's a product. You've put in the hard work, then you can keep going. But there's always something to do. So you have to be passionate about it and you have to love it. And then also you need a little bit of money to put into it. And the more money you make, the more you can put back into it, which can grow, and you're going to get better things as you go. But if you don't have, if you're not ready to invest the time and you're not ready to spend a little bit of money, then that's okay too. You can start with all the free tools and grow as your business does. And you can do the free trials. You could do the free software. You could do the low cost options like Calendly for scheduling, or you could do Canva for design without the pro Canva, and it'll help you get started. So, and you can don't have a website, you can just start. So you can do that, but with the money side of things, but with the time, you have to put aside the time. You have to be willing. So if you're working a 9 to 5 and you want to swap your 9 to 5 out for your dream business, you have to put in the work after work. Work after work. You have to do that. It's not going to grow if you don't put the work in and if you don't commit to the time. And that doesn't mean you have to commit after work, you could say, I'm just going to commit an hour. As soon as I finish work, I'm going to come home at 1 hour. Doesn't mean you have to work till midnight, just like 1 hour, I'm going to work towards it. And every day that builds up over time. So just set aside the time. You have to have the time to do it. Number 10 is, do you have a clear why? Why are you doing it? Why do you want to do it? So if the answer is yes, you do know your why and you do know the reason you want to start your business, then that's going to fuel you when you go up and down, because you will. All business is up and down, ride the wave. So what is your why? Is it financial freedom? Is it making a difference in the world? Is it because you really want to pursue your passion? What is your why? Because your why is your anchor. And when you have those down days, when it's winter through your business, you need to keep that why nice and shiny and bright for you to look at and go, that's why I'm doing it. And it stops you from quitting. But if the answer is no, you don't know the why, but you feel a pull towards online business, then really take some time out to reflect and really think about why you would want to do the business that, or the idea that you're thinking. Like, why? What's a bigger why? Really sit down and reflect on that. I have meditations on my YouTube. If you want to jump on there, I have future self meditations. I have get your groove back meditations, which takes you on a guided meditation onto a dance floor of your dreams. So that can help. Meditation can really help you find your bigger why. I also have a 5-day free challenge on my website. So if you jump on www.thesayszexperience.com, I have a 5 days soul gift discovery challenge. And there's a lesson in there that is literally based around finding a why. So jump on there and do the free 5-day challenge. Love to have you on there anyway. So jump on there and have a look, because that will help you to reflect on your why and get a deeper meaning for your why. So that when you understand your why fully, it's like, okay, that's a deeper why. Then anything that goes on within your business, you can pull the strength from there. It'll be a big motivation on the tough days, is what I'm trying to say. And then write down your why. Write it all down, everything about it. So whether it's like providing your family financial freedom, saving the world, like you can make it as big as you like. Saving all the animals in the world, promoting whatever it is. Just write it down in detail. Write down all your whys. There could be several whys too, but like you add it all together, put it up on your fridge, put it somewhere visible, like on your work desk, or next to your bed is always good. And just remind yourself why you're wanting to do it and why you're doing this, especially once you've started. The last one, number 11, is, do you have a plan? Do you have, like, even if it's a 30-day plan, do you have a plan, like a rough plan? It doesn't have to be like perfect, but do you have a rough plan, like a 30-day rough plan to give you direction? So it doesn't have to be detailed. You just need to know your next few steps, and writing that down does really help. So even if it's a 30-day one, doesn't have to be like a 5-year one, but do you have a rough plan? If the answer is yes, then that's awesome. Get to know your steps, write out a 30-day plan, and just go step by step. Don't look at day 30, just go step by step. As you've written it out, just go, what's today? Day 1. What am I doing? If the answer is no, then again, that's fine. Just start simple. Write down 3 actions that you can take this week that will help you have a plan. three major actions that you can like do to start, and then you can build from there. So you literally just pick 3 things for the week. The other thing is to break down your big goal. So if the big goal is I want to launch my first coaching program by the end of the year, say. So reverse engineer that back and like literally cut all of that up into smaller things. So create like a back like a rewind. So okay, you want to launch your business by December. You want to have your first coaching client by December. So then cut it all back of all the things you need to do until today. So if you were starting from zero, you would be like, okay, I need a business name. What's it going to be about? And just start building. But just cut it down into smaller steps so that you don't feel like it's huge. You don't feel like it's like, oh, that's just way too much work. I can't even imagine that. You want to cull it right back down. So create a social media account. What's my first product going to be about? Maybe I need to build my email list today. Maybe I'll just start. I'll open up a MailChimp account. Keep it really, really simple so that you don't get scared off and that you feel like you're moving forward, which is a big thing. When you feel like you're moving forward, it will really help. So I hope this has helped, the 11-step checklist. It's the ultimate checklist. Once you have that written out, you'll be able to see whether you're ready or not to start your online business. And again, just remember you don't need to have everything figured out. The path reveals itself as you go. It's just literally taking that first step and then the next step and then the next step and then learning as you go and giving yourself permission to be imperfect. So the key to success is literally taking action. Taking the action will solve so many of your things, your objections. So if you're having procrastination problems, just take one small action and the procrastination will go away, even if you have to push yourself through it. The perfectionism, just take one small imperfect action, even if it makes you cringe. Just don't wait for everything to be perfect because it just won't ever be perfect. And there's never the perfect time to start, except for, I suppose, right now. So if you are ready to take the next step and you think, yes, I am ready to launch my online business, check out my Fearless Foundations. And it's in the comments in this video. I've put my website there. It's www.thesayerthexperience.com. And if this checklist has got you lit and got you fired up and you're ready for Fearless Foundations, then it is my signature course. And I literally designed it because it's something that I wish I had when I was starting my online business. And it will confidently build your business and your belief, and you'll be able to launch your online business from the ground up. And so you won't feel stuck. You won't feel alone, especially in the planning phase. It will literally walk you step by step. It's a blueprint, step by step, guide you all the way to take bold, imperfect action, but you'll have the clarity and you'll get excited for the future because I go through like discovering your soul aligned business idea. I go through discovering your soul gifts, your medicine, and your magic. I go through how to work that out and how to discover it. And then I go through future self meditation. So I add in meditation, I add in things like that, gratitude, manifestation. I help you to build a brand that feels like 100% you. So no imposter syndrome, because a lot of the time imposter syndrome creeps in, and I help you to build that brand that feels like you. Then I help you craft your first offer, whether it's a free resource or a paid resource. So setting up your online presence and making sure that they also align with you, but again, that you get to launch it without trying to be perfect in every step. I help you with mindset, mastering your mindset as well for success, because confidence and belief is built through the action. It builds steadily underneath you as you take the action. And this course is designed to help you take those actions, because I break it down so simply that it's just that action, that action, that action, that action, and then guides you through that. And then each step you build your confidence, you build your belief in yourself more and more and more and more and more. So you don't actually need full confidence in yourself and full belief in yourself at the beginning, which is contrary to popular belief. So, and the best part is that you don't have to do it alone. Even though this is a self-paced course, I am still here. I've given my email. I'm still live every day, um, and also in our group as well. So jump in there. You have all the resources, the tools. I help you with the motivation to start building your dream business. So jump on Fearless Foundations and have a look because it will really help you bring your vision together. So I hope today has helped with the 11 steps. And if you want a copy of that, I've put it in the comments. I've put all I think all the ultimate checklist. You just got to click on the link and it'll take you there. And I hope this has helped. And I will see you tomorrow for another live. I don't know what I'll do tomorrow, but we'll see. But thanks for being here, guys, and happy weekend. Happy Friday. Is anyone having a beer? Bye.